Thank you all for joining. Hi, Brittany. Thank you all for joining our first episode of the Better in 10 Minutes show. My name is Janice Sheree, and I am the CEO and founder of Janice Sheree LLC. And we are all about promoting whole minds and present moments. And so one of the reasons that we wanted to launch this show, the Better in 10 Minutes show, is because we wanted to use our tools that we currently have to just help ourselves actually as well, just shift our mindset from where we can be focused when we're in tough situations, when we're in unexpected situations, when we are in hard situations, to shift our mindset from that situation to the power that lies within us, to what God is saying about that situation, to shift our mindset to a new perspective. So today our topic is, what's the rush? What's the rush? Guys, we live in a busy world. We live in this social media age where everyone feels rushed to do something. We need to do this. We need to go there. We need to fix this. We need to plan that. We need to call them. We need to meet with someone. We need to clean something. We need to purchase something. There's always this rush. And we can literally be so rushed that we miss an entire day. And when we miss an entire day, we miss what God has done in that day. So what's the rush? What's the rush? And, there's a different perspective where there can be a promise that we are waiting on God to fulfill. And we're then rushing Him. God, when are you going to do this? You said you would do this by this time. What's the holdup? What are we waiting for? Why haven't you done this? God, I am tired of waiting. What else can I do for this promise to be fulfilled? We're in a rush. And a lot of times we're in such a rush that we completely miss the blessings in this present day. And I truly believe that because we're so focused on what's ahead, we're rushing to get to that place, that we truly think that the blessings in our day are not enough. That's why we're rushing God for that next promise. That's why we're asking Him what's taking so long. That's why we're in a rush. And then once we get that thing, once God answers that promise, we're in a rush for the next. Thank you, God, for doing what you did. But when are you going to do this? Now I'm waiting on this, God. It's a cycle of rush. So again, I want to ask you guys, and I really want you to think about this as you're listening. Whatever is coming to mind, whatever you've been busy feeling like you must do, I want you to ask yourself, really? Girl, what's the rush? What is the rush? Ask yourself that. One of the things that I allow myself to do is to breathe in the preciousness of each moment. To really take time to breathe in this moment because it is so precious for us. And I really want you to take time right now to do the same. I want you to take time to inhale in and exhale out the preciousness of this moment. I want you to take time to look around you right now. As you continue to breathe in this moment, look around you. What do you see? What's around you in your home or in your car or in an area if you're standing outside? What's around you? What do you see? What can you hear? What are you touching? What do you smell? Let go of every single thing else, everything you feel you need to do, and really take in the blessing of this precious moment. Guys, this moment is so very precious. And the reality is, it's our only moment. Things can change. If 2020 hasn't taught us anything, it's taught us the preciousness of this moment. Take time to breathe in this moment. You know, one of the things that I've begun to do since we've been experiencing COVID and kind of been on the stay-at-home order is that each morning, of course, I'm waking up and I'm thanking God for life, but I'm also going on morning walks with God. And I'm taking these walks with God and I'm literally looking at his creations with amazement. So I'm looking at his creations with fresh eyes. I don't care if I am seeing some of the same things that I saw the morning before. It is all brand new to me. It is all a blessing. It is all so very precious in that moment. It is all a gift. And I am relishing in that gift of that moment, the preciousness of that moment. Another thing that I do is that when I'm falling asleep at night, I relish in the preciousness of that moment. I allow myself to feel exactly what it feels like to lay in a bed, to rest my mind from the thoughts of that day, to actually relax, to breathe, to be comfortable, to be safe, and to know that God is covering me as I sleep through the night. I allow myself to feel that precious moment. What's the rush? What is the rush? You know, if we don't shift our mindset in this time, in these precious moments, if we don't take time to shift our mindset from the mindset of I don't have time to the mindset of I embrace the preciousness of time, we will miss 99% of the things that God is doing in our life on a daily basis. We will miss them because our thoughts, our minds, our bodies are not in, our spirits are not in this present moment. They've rushed ahead to a place that God hasn't even taken us to yet. He's here with us in this moment. And yes, he goes before us, but he's also right here. We have to shift our mind from I don't have time to I embrace the preciousness of time. You know, Ecclesiastes 3 is one of my favorite books of the Bible and one of my favorite chapters of the Bible. And it's because it speaks on time and how there is a time for everything. And it's one of my favorites because consistently God has to teach me about time and his timing and making sure that I understand what the importance of being in alignment with his timing. And so in Ecclesiastes 3, there are these verses that are so fulfilling to me. And they are verses 9 through 13. And if you give me a chance, I want to read to you the Message version of Ecclesiastes 3, 9 through 13. So it reads, "But in the end, does it make a difference what anyone does? I've had a good look at what God has given us to do. Busy work, mostly. True, God made everything beautiful in itself and in its time. But he's left us in the dark. So we can never truly know what God is up to, whether he's coming or going. I've decided that there's nothing better to do than to go ahead and have a good time and get the most we can get out of this life. That's it, y'all. Eat, drink, and make the most of your job because it is all God's gift." I want you to take time to reflect on those verses later today and what God is speaking to you concerning those verses. Make the most of these precious moments. Make the most of this life that God has given you. Shift your mindset from I don't have time to I embrace the preciousness of time. Do you know how precious this moment is? What's the rush? Thank you all for joining our episode 1. I look forward to seeing you again for episode 2. Have a blessed day.